How to play Lay Me Down on guitar. Hey there, this is Chad Garber, and that's what this video is about. I'm going to show you how to play Chris Tomlin's song, Lay Me Down. And here are the various parts. And then there's this part. And then at the end of that part it goes. Okay, and then there's also this part. Okay, and then there's also this part. Okay, so those are the various parts. And so, by the way, if you do like this video, please go ahead and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. And if you hit the notification bell, then you'll get at least one notification of a new guitar lesson once a week, because I'm planning on doing at least one guitar lesson a week, and if not a lot more. And so if you're interested in learning guitar or improving your guitar playing, then consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Alright, so back to the part. The main part of the song is the picking, okay? And the picking is, the first chord you're doing actually is the A minor 7th. And what that is you put your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and you put your pointer finger on the 1st fret of the B string. But so that's the first chord, and the way you pick it is, go really slow, just to, I mean, it's hard to explain how to do that, but and if you listen to the song, you can get the feel for it. But that's the key of the song, because it's. So the second chord, so that's the first chord, A minor 7, G. Then the next chord is the G sus. So it's the intro, by the way. A minor 7, G sus, and then the C. I was wondering if it's a C, if it's a C2 or a C, but it was a C. Okay, and so that's the intro. Okay, now the verse is the same thing except you're muffling it. So it's that's an A minor 7th, and then G sus, C, and there's a little bit of a chord, a little different of a phrasing here. So you gotta listen to this part. So the first time it does the verse is. Second time, so that's the A minor 7th, G sus, and the C. The second time it does the verse, it goes to that G sus faster, or earlier, I should say. So you hear that difference. So the first time again is the chords are all A minor 7th, G sus, and then C. But listen to the different where the G comes in a little bit earlier than the first time. On the second time. So here's the first time. Second time. Okay? third time it does the verse, it does it just like it does the first time. A minor 7, G sus, C, G sus, C. Okay. Now the next time it does the earlier version, and then so basically it repeats the first 2 times. So the fourth time it does the verses. But then it does it one more time to go into the chorus. What it does is it does the same thing as the second time, where it goes to that G sus faster, but then it's going to add the F2 after. Now the F2, I'll show you what the F2 is in a second. So C, or no, it goes. So it doesn't even go to the C, it goes to the F2 instead. And then to the C. Okay, now just to get these chords real quick down. Okay, I already went to the A minor 7. The G sus, all I'm doing is put your first finger, your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, and your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, and then you take your and then you have your pinky on the 5th or the 3rd fret of the high E string. Okay, so that's the G, and then the C is just a C. Pointer finger on the 1st fret of the B string, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. Okay. So those are the chords like that. But then the F2 introduces this pinky on, it introduces the pinky on the 3rd on the 3rd fret of the high E. So basically the F2, put your pointer finger on the 1st fret of the B string, your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. I'm sorry, no, the G string, and then you put your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the D string, and then like I said, your pinky on the 3rd fret of the high E. Really cool chord, and a lot easier than going or. And actually with the chorus, what I'm about to show you, I'm going to show you something cool with this. And also this is kind of, what I'm going to show you is kind of exclusive, because the chords I'm looking at, they don't really show me, like the chords I look online and the tabs and the videos that have the chords on there, they're not showing it this way. So I think this is kind of an exclusive thing you're going to get from me. But anyway, so that's, so the last part of the verse is A minor 7, G sus, F2, and then C. Okay, and that's the end of the verse. Now the chorus, it starts with the F2, with your pinky, and here's the exclusive part, your pinky on the 3rd fret of the high E, and then the C, you do it the same way. You do the C, but this time you keep your pinky on the 3rd fret of the high E. Now that's the part that nobody else is showing that I'm seeing. Maybe somebody else does, but I'm not seeing it. They're just showing that as a C. But if you listen, when I listen real carefully to the song, I hear that high part. So, and I may be wrong, but that's how I'm teaching it. Okay, so it's F2, and then again it's picking in the same way. C with the pinky in the 3rd fret of the high. G, and then here's another part. Now this may not be right, but this is how I suspect that Chris Tomlin is doing this. He does the G. Basically, he just puts the G by moving his middle finger to the 2nd fret of the A and his ring finger to the 3rd fret of the high E, and then leaving the other fingers right where they were. So in other words, on those first 3 chords, I think he's just moving his middle finger and his ring finger up or down 2 strings each time. So F, C, G, with this on there the whole time, the 3rd pinky on the pinky on the 3rd fret of the high E, and keeping his his pointer finger on the 1st fret of the B string. So and then when you go to the A minor 7th, I still keep it there. Keep that thing there the whole time, and then go back and then so it goes F2, C, G, A minor 7th again, and just by putting all you're doing is removing your ring finger and placing your pointer finger or your middle finger on the second fret of the D string, and then going back to the G that he did earlier, like on the way down. So in other words, the whole thing looks like this, and it requires minimal movement of the finger on the left side, because he's just moving a couple fingers here and there rather than going. You know what I'm saying? He's keeping it all together, so it sounds like this. So yes, the first round of the chorus was that. It was a F2, C, G, A minor. The second time it does it the same thing. It just stops at the G. It doesn't do the A minor. And then it goes back to the verse. Hopefully that made sense. And then the next part is the bridge. And the bridge, he's not doing the. I believe he's just doing a straightforward picking down. And what that is he starts with the C. And really, it's the C with your pinky on the third fret of the high E again. You don't have to do it that way. That's how I think he does it. But okay, so C, and then it's A minor 7. I think it's interesting, by the way. I never really noticed that a lot of these songs will use the A minor 7th instead of just the A minor. A minor is this, A 7th. Anyway, it's easier. Well, I don't know if it's easier, but it's a little easier. It requires less fingers. All right. So anyway, so the bridge C, C, A minor 7th. The cool thing about that, though, from the C to the A minor 7th is very easy. All you have to do is take you're on the C string, right? You're on the C chord where you got your pointer finger on the first fret of the B string and your middle finger on the second fret of the D string and your ring finger on the third fret of the A. That's the C. To get to the A minor 7th, all you have to do is remove your ring finger from the third fret of the A string. Cool, huh? Again, it's the least amount of movement as possible. So it's C, A minor 7th, okay, and then G sus, and then F back to the F2, and then to the C2. And the C2 is just, what I've been talking about. You can do it differently, but the purpose of this is just, it makes sense just to do the C with the pinky on the high E. So again, here's the bridge. Wait. This is C, A minor 7th, G sus, F2, C2. So the beauty of that is the high, your pinky hangs out on the third fret of the high E that whole time. See? So anyway, so that's the bridge, and that's pretty much the whole song. You can listen to the the song for the arrangement and the various chords, or the various strummings, and so. But that's it, though. Hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions or comments, please definitely leave them below in the comments section. And again, if you like these videos, please go ahead and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. And I appreciate you watching this. Thank you.